say the early bird gon' get the worm. Feel like I'm stuck in line, waiting my turn. All of the L's I took are lessons I learned. Success, it gotta be earned. Tell me why they sleeping on me. 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 Tell me why they. Find me in the middle of the map, right in the center. I'm a saint right now, but we all born sinners.
Oh, that's roadkill. Anyway, what is up, you guys? It's your boy Willie Jr. back at you again with another banger of a video. Let's go. If you are watching this video, you already know why you clicked on it. Obviously, it's in the thumbnail. How to wheelie. That is exactly what we're going to be teaching you all, is how to wheelie. In this video, we're going to be teaching you how to wheelie, baby. That's my first one of the day. Gonna get it out of the way. We are currently on the way to get some of that Shell Premium, baby. That is the first part, the first step in wheeling. Make sure you got the gas. Because if you ain't got the gas, that's not good. You definitely don't want to run out of gas mid-wheelie. That would not be fun. I actually don't even know if I need gas, for real. It's been a couple days since I've rode, for real. Yeah, here we go, on the road again, here I go, turn the page. That's not even the song I'm listening to. You are gonna want to check your tire pressure. You're gonna want to make sure you check your tire pressure lowered a little bit in the rear specifically. I run 28 pounds in the rear and about 30 in the front. It gives the tire a little bit less air, that way it can mold to the road a little better, and you get a little more a bigger contact area with the road. Makes it to where your bike's not going all over the place. I'm actually not gonna get gas. I got a decent amount in there. I'm only gonna be out for about an hour. Alright, like I said, you're gonna want to check your tire pressure. I checked mine before I left the house and made sure that it was all good. What is that? Well, but I run 28 in the rear and 30 in the front. That's personal preference, really. You could go even a little bit lower, but I also might hit twisties at any point in time. So, I mean, it's really all feeling, and different tires are gonna run at different pressures. It's kind of up to you, but around 30 is probably a good starting point for you to find out where you want to be. Now we're gonna go find some old road to go and practice and play around on, because that's what you should do. Shouldn't be trying to do this middle of downtown or nothing. You don't want to be learning how to wheelie in the middle of downtown. That's not a good idea. Plus, you want to get out and away from all the cars and everything. That way you can just focus on just you and the bike. But anyway, I'm on the way to an old back road. I'm gonna go find me a little back road or something to play around on, to teach you all how to wheelie on. And I will be back without further ado. I'll be back. Alright guys, we are currently just on the way there, but I want to talk about body position real quick and the different types of wheelies that there are. Well, let's start with body position. Alright, whenever I'm sitting on the bike, I'm going to have my hands as far out on the handlebars as possible, but still close enough to where I can still grab my clutch with 2 fingers, but get them as far out as possible. That'll give you a little more leverage on the bike. You're also going to want to sit as far back as possible. That'll make your balance point to where it's not so high. It'll be a little less high. Now, if you're wanting to go a little farther back, then scoot on up. It'll change how it is. Now, as far as different types of wheelies, obviously, you know there's power wheelie where it's like this, where I'm not, watch my clutch, all right? Where I'm not using it at all. Like that, alright? That would be a power wheelie. Now, a clutch up would be you. Boom. Clutch up. The main thing is your body position. That matters a lot. And it also will change how you steer in a wheelie. The main thing is you're going to want to clamp Clamp the bike with your legs, nice and tight. Clamp it as tight as you can, because that's what's going to be holding you onto it, okay? It's your legs. You don't want to put too much weight on your arms or anything, all right? Because every little bit of weight that you put on your arms is going to change how the bike's reacting up in the air. Now also, weight-wise, if you're going left or right, push harder on the opposite foot peg. So here's a clutch up, all right? Watch. That's a clutch up. That would be a clutch up, okay? Really, you just pop the clutch to get it up instead. I would start with little baby power wheelies, just bring it up a few inches every now and then. You know, just get used to bringing the front wheel up. Try and bring it up a little higher each time, maybe. Guard your rear brake with your life, boy. With your life! Because let me tell you, if you go on back a little bit farther, your butt contacting that pavement ain't gonna be fun, I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it. Body position while you're up in the air is like just as important as it would be if you were at a track or a twisties. It's gonna change how the bike reacts 100%. Everything you do up in there, okay? Every single little movement you do is gonna change how this bike reacts while it's up in there. I clamp on real tight with my legs, okay? Hold out as far as I can, all right? And scoot back. So clamp, scoot back, hands out as far as you can on your handlebars or clip-ons. We're talking about specifically on a street bike, a stock street bike. I'm on stock gearing 100%. I'll show you at some point in the video that I'm on 100% stock gearing. I'm on a 2020 Yamaha R.O.C with stock gearing, and if I can do it, you can do it. Simple as that. Anybody can wheelie, even your little 300s and 400s. They're even possible to wheelie. A little bit harder, but it's possible. Probably not the best thing to learn on. You're gonna want a little power when you're trying to learn. I mean, it'll help. You don't have to have it, but it'll definitely help to help you go on and get up to balance point. Talk to you all here in a little bit. I figured I thought about that and I wanted to share it with you all. If you lean to one side like this, the bike's gonna change. If you turn the wheel in the air, the bike's going to change how it's reacting. It's going to go which way or whatever. It's something that you're just going to have to do and experience and just go from there. I mean, it's something you have to literally just play with and see how it actually reacts. Now, I will tell you this. Now, if you push on, like say you're in a wheelie and you're wanting to go left, push down with your left foot on the peg. Lean a little more that way. It'll go wherever you put your weight. But I'll talk to y'all here in a minute whenever I get to the spot that I'm going to be doing the wheelies at. I mean, you can do them anywhere, but I'm trying to help y'all with where to learn and everything. Talk to y'all in a little bit. All right, guys, we are turning onto the road that I am going to show you all how to wheelie on. And this is only because this is like one of the, I mean, it's not as remote as you all should probably get. You should probably, I mean, I could definitely find a better spot. But I wasn't even trying to think about a better spot. So, but anyway, find you a nice little secluded spot. Mostly for the reasons of not going to have any traffic. All right. Plus, if you didn't know this, when you're up in a wheelie, if you pass somebody in a car on a wheelie, especially if it's like a bigger truck, it's gonna blow you. It's while you're in a wheelie. I mean, just like it would if you didn't have up in a wheelie. You know what I mean? You're gonna get blown around and pushed around by cars and the wind and whatever else. It's best to try to make sure there's no wind when you're out practicing. All right, don't rush this either. This is something that it's just gonna take time, man. You just need to take your time because you don't want to rush it. If you rush it, you're probably going to end up looping, and that's not what you want to do. Just practice doing some little like little baby wheelies like that. All right, and then you can come and just like that. Those were all power wheelies, all right? We were doing straight power wheelies right there. I've been getting to where I'm doing a lot of power wheelies on here recently. You're also it's gonna take time to find out, in a clutch up at least, where your bike likes to come up. Like mine, I found the best spot where I like how it comes up and everything is in between like 30 mile an hour or like 7K to like 45 mile an hour, 55K. But you know, you're gonna want to go out and just play with it. Just pop the clutch a couple times, like between 6K, something like that. You know, rev it up a little bit, pop it. Rev it up a little bit, pop it. And a clutch up is literally, you're gonna go, say I'm gonna clutch it up, I'd go pull in on the clutch, throttle back farther, pull in on the clutch, throttle back, pop the clutch, and then you're gonna roll off of the throttle as you're doing the wheelie. As it's coming up, you're gonna roll off a little bit as you feel it getting to a certain spot. And this is once you start to actually get on up there and get used to the wheel being up in the air. This is when you're gonna start rolling off like that. I mean, you should probably be doing that anyway because you're learning. Literally, you're gonna want to try and catch it at balance point. That's why you're rolling it off. It has to do with the roll off. And once you get good enough, and I'm not, because I'm no expert, not yet. I don't claim to be either. I just know how to do a wheelie every now and then. That's all. Eventually you're gonna get to where you're literally controlling the wheelie with the rear brake, okay? Oh, that's where you want to be at. Until then, I mean, you can use throttle control. As the wheelie comes down, you're going to want to ease onto the throttle again. You can change gears in the wheelie as well. I don't know if you noticed that. Whenever I get up into the wheelie, like, I'll change gears right there, okay? You don't have to. You don't have to, but it'll help. You're going to want to change about when you get to balance point, okay? You're also going to want to make sure that all of your traction control aids, anything like that, wheelie control, anything like that has to be off, okay? Because if not, it's going to freak out the bike's ECU. The ECU won't know what the hell you're trying to do to it. And it's going to be like, what are you doing, bro? But anyway, it helps to go somewhere where, like, you have markers. Somewhere where you can see if you're actually getting it farther than you were the last time. Like right here, I would say that this post right here would be a marker. And then bring it on. And see how far you can get it, okay? And each time try to get a little bit farther, a little bit farther. If you don't have a clean air mod yet, if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's KLEEN. Air mod. And what it is it's a breather tube for your crankcase on here, for the top of your crankcase. Hell yeah, I got you, I got you. Heck yeah. But you're gonna have people like that pull up to you all the time, man, and that's just how it's gonna happen. Because people love wheelies. I mean, they also assume that everybody on a sport bike can do a wheelie, which is crazy. Because, I mean, not everybody can. you know how it is. Not everybody can, man. But that's why I'm making this video, is to help you learn how to do it. It's not hard. It's literally about commitment. But here's the thing: you don't want to push it. This isn't something that you're gonna do overnight. Okay, it's not gonna. I mean, yeah, could you? Yes, it is possible. I say get out and just practice, practice, practice. That's what'll help you learn how to wheelie like that. Literally just get out and practice. And I shouldn't even be over here right now. Why am I in the neighborhood? This is not where you teach people how to wheelie. Not in the neighborhood. Oh man, we'll be right back. All right, and we are back. We are actually back on the same road that we were actually on a minute ago. Anyway, remember, clamp your tank, hands all the way out as far as you can get them, okay? Now we're going to do a clutch up right here. And I'm covering my rear brake, scooting back, just like that. Okay, now I chased it right there. That's called chasing, which I do a lot anyway. If you watch my videos, I really do, because I'm not where I want to be with the wheelies yet. I'm not. I'm good enough to get a good wheelie in, can get to a certain point and even slow it down sometimes, but I'm not consistently doing it. Not like I want to anyway. Which is, like I said, it's gonna take practice, and I'm just taking my time. It's literally just a matter of putting time in with it up in the air. Seat time, man. Seat time, seat time, seat time. Now right here I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna show you all a power wheelie and what that'll look like. That's gonna look like this. All right, clamp with your legs again. Remember, scoot back and just chill with it. As long as you can, at least. You know what I mean? We're doing construction up here, changing my tire pressure or something. I got like, it's all over the road. Might have a little too much tire pressure in there. I didn't check it like I should have, like I told y'all to, and I should have. Another thing, chain maintenance. Make sure your chain's good. Doing wheelies is going to be harder on your chain, okay? Make sure you're cleaning your chain and lubing it properly, please. It can save, one, your motor, two, your foot or leg or something. If it was to friggin' break and cut it off, it's happened. It happens. Very, very possible. Not like a completely unlikely thing. Take care of your daggum chain, son. Especially if you're going to be doing wheelies. But lean back, clamp with your legs, and just pull up. You can do little baby wheelies like that. That right there will teach you what it feels like to have your bike up in the air. Now you can do little clutch ups like that too. See? Little clutch ups. Just a matter of coming out and playing with it and seeing, like right there, see, I wouldn't have gave it enough gas. So make sure your back brakes are good as well. That's something that's important. Just have fun. Make sure to wear all your gear if you got any. I mean, look, I'm all decked out right now. And I don't always deck out, but if I know I'm gonna be out practicing wheelies a lot, which I do pretty much every time I get out on the bike. But if I'm gonna be out doing a lot of wheelies and stuff, I really definitely make sure I'm wearing my gear. You're doing something to put yourself in more danger and be stupid doing it, so at least be as smart about being stupid as you can, you know what I mean? If we're gonna be out there being stupid doing stuff like this that some people would consider reckless, then I mean, it's on us. We better wear the right gear and stuff. Make sure that we're cool, you know what I mean? Another thing is get you a heel like this. You get you a little heel like this, it'll help. And it'll help you with finding balance point where it's at and everything like that. It'll help you just get used to the wheel being up as well. It's easier to get to balance point because you're already halfway up to it, you know. To the right, we're gonna bust the U and go back. Let's get out and practice finding out where your bike wants to clutch up at if you're wanting to try clutch ups. And any bike will do it. Your Gixxer 600 will do it, yes. Your CBR 600RR will do it, yes. Your R3 will do it. Any bike will do it. So I don't want to hear that my bike can't do it, or can I get somebody that knows how to wheelie to do it? Now, we don't want none of that. We don't want none of that. It can do it. It might not be the best bike for you to learn on. But it can do it, I promise you. Maybe it'll give you the confidence if you know a buddy or something that can wheelie to get on it and try it. Show you that it can be done. But anyway, pop your clutch, lean back, squeeze with your thighs as far as out on your handlebars as you can get. Now wheeling downhill is probably the hardest thing you can do. This is probably like the hardest thing you can do, all right? Eventually is stand-ups. Make sure to stay out of oncoming traffic too. Don't do what I just did. That is not a good idea. Like I said, man, I'm no perfect wheelie guy or nothing like that. I'm just here to help you guys that are like me, man, and try and answer any of the questions that I had and what I had going on, man. It's literally squeeze with your legs, push like that with your feet, if you're trying to steer, which even then, you're still gonna forget to do sometimes and go a certain way, or the wind will push you a certain way, or you'll cut your wheel and then it'll pull you that way. You gotta think, it's like a parasail up in the air. If you cut your wheel that way, it's gonna go a certain way. Get out and just practice your little stuff, you know, just like that. And try and set it down gentle. If not, you'll blow out your fork seals. That's not what you want to do. So try and set it down gentle. Don't let it run out of gear completely, or try not to, okay? Try to set it down before then, and even use your rear brake to bring it down. Get used to bringing your rear brake, okay? Tap it a few times before you put it up in the air to remind yourself, hey, I do have a rear brake right here if I need it. Hopefully I don't, but if I do, here it is. You know what I mean? Here, I'll take you to a road more like what I probably should have been on for you all. But I mean, it's literally clamp your legs, hands out on the handlebars, and then just do it. You can kind of chop throttle too right before. Like, look, if I'm on the throttle, I go. See what I mean by that? Chop throttle, like, you know, you're cruising it, you know, whatever you're trying. If you're trying to do a power wheelie, it says. If you're doing a clutch up, it'll kind of do it anyway, so there's no real need to. But I mean, I guess you can bounce it a little bit, but that'll just take practice too. The bounce, you don't gotta like yank hard or nothing like that. Literally just let the bike, just let the suspension kind of, you know what I mean? Now whenever you get on the gas, push you to the back like that, and you let off and it goes to the front. That right there is enough. All right, so on the gas, let off. On the gas hard, and it should come on up for you. And if you all have any questions at all, hit me up down in the comments, bro. I think it was one of those Zero bikes. Those electric dirt bikes, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was on supermoto tires and everything though. Get out on a little road, man, where there's nobody really around there, and you know what I mean, there's no cars back behind me. There's them up there, but at least they're in front of you. You might have somebody coming this way. Try to get on a road where there's not even anybody coming this way or the other way, you know. Try and find a road where it's just completely dead, which I could find it pretty easily, but I already know how to wheelie. I'm just trying to give you all an example of like where you should probably try and learn at. Just clamp, lean back, cover your rear brake, and always try and set it down gentle, you know what I mean? And watch out for retards like that one, who don't give a damn about us. Definitely watch out for them. You should be watching out for them whether you're practicing wheelies or not though, you know that. To it a little straight like this again, then you can practice your clutch ups. Try not to put too much weight in your hands, okay, or on your arms. All right, you're gonna want to try and keep all your weight in your legs grabbing the tank, and then your core. Okay, use your core, use your abs and your back muscles and everything to hold you up. And try and let your arms just kind of chill on the handlebars like they would normally, like right now. Watch out for stuff like that where you can't actually see up over it. Now check this jump out right here, baby. Yes, sir. That's one of my favorite things about coming this way, is that little jump, man. And practice, 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 practice. I can't tell you that enough, man. It's literally all about practice. If you want to learn how to wheelie, you can do it. I promise you. You can do it. I believe in you. All about committing, practicing, putting in the seat time, and just listen to the people that are already doing it. Not even like me. I watched YouTube videos on how to do it a long time ago, man. A long time ago on a dirt bike. Yes, I can wheelie. I can wheelie. But I am still not where I want to be at with the wheelies. Does that make sense? I'm not where I want to be. So that's why I still come out and practice. Whenever you do good enough, you should still come and practice. Practice makes perfect, right? But it's also putting yourself in danger more. So it's up to you. Do your little baby. Do your little baby stuff, okay? When I'm changing gears in a wheelie, I'm changing gears just like I normally would. You're gonna want to go up. You're gonna try and go past balance point if you're up to that point yet. Change gears and catch it as it's coming back down and get back in, and then catch it back at balance point, okay? I'll try and show you what that looks like. Let me get past these cars. Be smart. See, I'm letting all these cars pass because there ain't nobody up there. Pretty much, you're gonna come up. This road is really crappy and throwing me all over the place. And just getting out there and learning your bike. I mean, if you know your bike already, that will help you a lot. Learning the throttle control. Another thing is, all right, if you're like I am and came from dirt bikes, it is not like a wah 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 wah. It is literally a steady. Once you get it to balance point, just hold it in one spot. Try to hold it in one spot. That's how it works on street bikes. They just take it better like that. I don't know. I mean, you can kind of but it's going to take a lot longer. I don't know. I know. Trust me. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Yeah. That's how I did it. Forever. And it was just back and forth because there's so much power that it just, oh man, it's awful. We come out of a turn or something like that. You don't see nobody coming. Practice bringing it up. Bring it up just a little bit. Just like that. Little baby practices. Even if it's just power wheelies like that. A little hill like that might help you too. If you're coming up and cresting a little hill, practice doing them on them. Be careful coming down though, because you don't know what's on the other side of that hill. I'd prefer if you just stayed like, get a big hill and try on it instead of cresting the hill. It's a little more sketchy that way. Clamp, lean back, hands spread out. Bring it on back. That was awful. I don't know why I went so far left right there. That was awful. Completely just terrible. Terrible, I tell you. And make loops, like right there. I literally just loop back around. That way I can go and hit that same road again. That way you know there's nothing in the road, hopefully. Not unless it literally just got there. You already know that the road's good and clear. It's one less thing that you got to worry about. And I would actually suggest going and if you're going to be making laps or something, go on up the road and make sure that it's clear anyway. You know what I mean? If I knew a road like this, the only thing that I have a problem with like this is I feel like these poles are real close to the road. The fences are. If there's barbed wire, it can literally cut your damn arm off or your neck. But you can still practice right here and use these poles as your measurement, like right here. Use the poles as your measurement system. Let them be how you judge if you're making progress or not. And just ride them as far as you can. Find you something like that where like you can come and judge. And count them, like right here. Let's say I go. I didn't even get it up right there. See, that's why you need practice right there. 1 pole, 2 poles, 2.5. And count them. I mean, you don't gotta count them in your head. If you have a spot for your GoPro and it can, you know, you can go back and watch how many and count like that. Or if you can just, you're good at multitasking and can do stuff like this, you can go on and go. 1 pole, 2 poles, 3 poles. Just Try and go a little farther each time. Remember to clamp with your legs too. Sometimes I literally have to tell myself, all right, clamp with your legs. It's sitting straight on the bike, all right? Sit straight on the bike, it'll help you go straight. Don't get off to one side like I just was. Get you a little spot like this. Come out. 1 pole, 2 pole, 3 pole, 4 pole, 5 pole, 6 pole, 7, 8, 9. You can go as many as you want to, or as you can, and then come back. Try and see if you can go and get more. Make it like a little game. Play with yourself, man. Oh, that sounded awful. That sounded wrong as hell. Don't do that. Don't be out there beating off on the bike now. Don't be doing all that. Come out and practice. Just practice, practice, practice. Get a little spot, clamp my legs, scoot back. That one I chased him. Chased him hard too. Not only did I chase him, I chased him hard. Try not to go over triple digits, man. That's my rule. Try not to go over triple digits when you're in a wheelie. And I know some people will chase it out until the bike makes them put it down. Well, no. That's not for me. I'm cool. I'll put it down and try again. I can always slow it down and put it back up. I can't always, you know what I mean? You can get death wobble coming down from a wheelie. Try and also, that's another thing. When you're coming down from the wheelie, try and put your wheel back straight. Try, please, please, please try. You don't want to come down with your wheel sideways. It can cause a lot of problems. It can cause death wobble whenever you do finally come down from it. It can cause a lot of crap. Now go down, man. And I'm sure it will happen at some point, especially if you don't have a steering stabilizer. I do not. I do not have a steering stabilizer. I need to get one for this. Honestly, I loved having it on the R1. I felt a lot safer. But make sure you're wearing all the right gear and everything too. Your gloves and helmet at least. At minimum, wear gloves and a helmet and jeans. Wear something. Because you might not even loop. You might just get back and get scared and ditch the bike. It happens. It does happen to people. Try not to be too scared. And commit. Because if you don't commit, then you're going to be scared. And if something happens like that, yeah, that's not good. Also, try all of this at your own risk. I'm not here to make you do it. I'm not here to tell you you're not cool if you don't do it. I don't care. If you do it, you do it. If you don't do it, all right, I understand 100%. It's a danger that I take and anyone else takes that does wheelies that not everyone's willing to take. And I do it for me. I don't even do it for other people. I do it for me. I enjoy them. I also do it for little kids or whatever, you know. Little kids love wheelies. You want to make somebody's day, learn how to wheelie. Don't even do it to try and pick up girls or nothing, man, because that's not how that works. I wish I could say that was opposite, and that's not how that works. But that's not how that works. Hate to tell you, them wheelies ain't gonna help you. Not with the females, baby. Pretty much so. Lean back, clamp your legs. Use your brake. Set it down gentle. And watch for potholes and stuff. That is no bueno. Try to avoid that. Roads with potholes when you're practicing. Back to the clutch ups, alright? Bikes need clutch stuff, okay? Not all bikes need it. Like the R1, I never ever used the clutch. I mean, I did sometimes, but it was very rarely. It was if I was at like 90 mile an hour or 100, and it didn't need it at 90. At 100 though, I mean, it didn't need it either. You could make it come up, but I mean, it was just easier to clutch it up at those speeds. Like I said, I don't like going over triple digits, and it does happen from time to time. It does. Because I think it's going to rain soon. I better get my butt to the house. And if you start to veer off, put it down. Put it down and try again. Don't try and ride it out and correct it just yet. Wait until you actually learn how to wheelie good. You'd rather put it down and try again than be sliding down the road, wouldn't you? All right then. Get you to a pole like this again. Try to not learn on a windy day. That's my advice. Don't try and learn on a windy day. It can be sketchy too. It's not even worth it. On them windy days, don't even try and wheelie. It's not even worth it, bro. Pop your clutch. Just like that. Alright, change your gears. So look, we'll come up, change gears, and then go on. Try and keep it up. If you're trying to just do clutch ups, like I said, man, literally just figure out where your bike likes it at. It's going to take a lot of practice. It is. It's going to take a lot of practice figuring out your bike, where it likes it, where it don't like it, where it'll do it, where it won't do it, where it'll come up and almost get all the way up. Practice, 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 practice. Right here I'm going to do another power wheelie. Scoot back on the seat to make it a little, balance point ain't so far back there so you're not at 12 o'clock. Come up, wait for the pole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or something like that. I wasn't really counting all that good right there. We was coming up like that and I was like, oh damn. I don't like coming up into another hill. It's like, it comes down hard. It's hard on the suspension. And kind of sketchy, really. If you're enjoying this video, man, give me a thumbs up, a like, comment. Let me know if you have any questions. Put them down below in the comments. I'll answer every one of them, man. And anybody else that knows how to wheelie, if you see something that I say that's wrong, call me out on it, man. Call me out on it. I don't want to be giving people false information. I want them to know actually how to do it and how to do it the right way. And that's why I'm going so into detail with this one. Hands out. Find out what speed you're at. Do your little power wheelies. Chase it out like that if you want. Alright, at first. That's how you should be doing it. Just chasing them out. Try and set it all down gentle too if you can. Now if you get good enough, you can try stand-ups. That'll be a whole different video. I'm still not where I want to be on those, so I don't know if I'm going to try and teach you all that at all. I mean, stand-ups are their own little thing. We'll make them a separate video. Once you get good enough to where you can get up there and kind of hold it, you can kind of focus on what everything in your body is doing, kind of control it, instead of just like, oh man, I'm up off the ground. You'll get used to it and start to be able to actually control what your body movements are all doing and make them work together to get a good smooth wheelie. I mean, that's your goal, isn't it? Start to head back home. But if you have enjoyed this video, man, give me a like, subscribe, comment down below. There's a cop up here, I guess somebody pulled over.
Papers and registration, please.
But literally get out and practice. I mean, that's all it is practice, commit, okay? Those are the two biggest things, is practice and commit, all right? The third would be make sure wear your gear, or that should be first technically. I mean, really. Clamp the tank with your legs, alright? Clamp it as hard as you can. Hold out far on your handlebars. Hold out real far on your handlebars, okay? Cover your rear brake. I'm sure everybody else has already told you that, for sure. I would hope. And just have a good time, man. That's what it's all about, is having a good time. Don't rush it. Don't try and catch up with your buddy over there, because he's already 12 o'clock scraping dink noodles, son. Don't be trying to do all that. Just because your buddy's already over there doing all that don't mean you have to. Don't try and catch up with him either. Not like that. Take your time. You'll get there, man. The next thing you know, you'll be scraping just right there beside him or something. If that's what you want to do, is scrape. I don't know. This would be like a good spot right here. Like there's no cars around, you know, and you ain't got to worry about nothing. So just go on, bring it out. I know I told y'all I'd show you that I am on stock gearing, and I will. Also, when you're coming down, it kind of helps to lift up off of the seat a little bit. It'll protect your boys, you know what I'm saying? They're kind of important to me, so I don't know about you, but I tend to try to protect the boys. If you enjoyed that video, elbow the like button right in the mouth, boy. Let me know that you liked it. And, well, subscribe if you want to, or don't. It's up to you. I don't care. It is what it is. But it will, it'll show you pretty much what you got going on. So we got stop gearing back here. See, chain's pretty clean. Not as clean as it should be. I should do better about that. It's okay. Make sure you got a good tire back here. All right. Tire pressure's in a good area, front and rear. Like I said, squeeze the tank. Hold far out on the handlebars, lean back or scoot back on the seat, and kind of extend yourself if you can. Don't try and be up here. You know, eventually you'll be up here too, or back there. It'll depend on where you want to be at. You know, your foot pegs help you kind of steer while you're in the wheelie, as well as where your weight is. If you try and stay centered on the bike and look up over it, that'll actually probably be better for going straight. It'll help you go straighter. If you think I missed anything, let them know down in the comments, man. And that's it pretty much. We've not scraped anything yet. I'm gonna try not to until we get a scrape bar or something, if we're gonna do all that. But man, just take care of your bike, and remember, if you don't have a clean air mod, try and get one soon. It can literally cause your bike to blow up if you don't. So what it'll do is it'll suck oil from the crankcase up into the top of your cylinders, and it's not good. It's eating oil at that point when you're up in a wheelie. And what'll happen is it takes enough oil out to where what happened with the R1 happens. And well, you ain't got enough oil for the bike, and it don't like it. So there goes your motor. So don't do that. Try to avoid that. Get a clean air mod as soon as possible if you're going to be doing longer wheelies. Anything, I'd say over a quarter mile or anything. Or if you're doing them a lot, I would probably wear them as well. So that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, if you have anything to add to it, let them know down in the comments, man. I always appreciate y'all's your input. Anything else that you all have to say, and I want to take it all into consideration for the channel. I want to put out the best possible videos that I can, especially when it comes with how-tos. Like, that's something that I feel like they miss stuff a lot of people do in their how-tos, and I'm gonna try to do better than other people, and I'm gonna try to not miss anything. But it's hard. It is hard. Nobody's perfect, man. I'm gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully it only helped you. Everybody stay safe out there. Remember, I'm Willie Hutt Jr. Don't you forget it. And be careful out here on these streets, baby. Because you know how it is. These idiots out here, man. They'll be out there doing whatever they want to do on the road. And with that note, that's going to be it.